Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Cancer, November 11, 2024. With today's Venus-Neptune square, feelings, needs, and desires can be complicated. Watch for a tendency to look outside of yourself for something you imagine will make you happier or more fulfilled. In truth, this can be a wild goose chase and might even lead to more profound feelings of discontent. Aim to look within, get in better touch with what may be missing from your life, and then make plans to work on it. Avoid band-aid fixes in your relationships if it means misleading yourself or others. Procrastinating and putting certain things off can end up costing you more. Keep an eye out for an inclination to misjudge the value of something today. The moon spends most of the day in your private solar house, pointing to the need for reflection before entering your sign late today. Bad news may await you today. This is because Neptune, your planetary ruler that has been orbiting in your zodiac sign for years, will clash in a square with sweet Venus, the planet of love and beauty. You, out of everyone, could feel battered, bruised, drowned, and emotional. If you and a lover have been on a rocky foundation for quite some time, expect it to get worse now and in the days ahead. If you're sensing yourself headed for an iceberg, it might be time to abandon the ship. Do so with grace, not vengeance. Do you feel connected to your professional status? You might feel unsure about how you are seen in the public eye when Venus in Sagittarius squares Neptune retrograde in your sign. It might be challenging to pinpoint your professional identity. Part of this could be due to who and what you are associated with in your career path. You may not feel as connected to certain colleagues, companies, or job titles. If you do not feel connected to these commitments, you may need to pivot. Align yourself with the arrangements and working relationships that match your desired professional status. Your sixth sense may feel like it's on strike today. You may need to take the day to recharge your batteries, something you don't do nearly enough of. I suggest taking yourself to the floor. You need the assurance of good solid ground beneath you, holding you up and taking in all your weight. Doing yoga or just doing some nice long stretches in your own home will ease your body and give you the sustenance you so often go without. It's recommended to eat something hearty today. Is it time you moved on? If there's been something in your life that you've had difficulty letting go, this day may give you the courage and strength to do so. Loss in any form is painful for everyone. You're known for your sensitive nature, so for you, this can be an extremely painful process. Yet eventually you need to progress past the loss towards a fresh start. Take time to finish your grieving process today, and then step forward with the knowledge that you'll be all right. While Mercury only returned to your career sector last weekend and Mars to your work sector 5 days ago, they are both slowing down ahead of retrograde turns that will keep them here for the rest of the year. Mercury will normally rush through in 14 to 15 days, and Mars will not only normally spend 6 weeks energizing things on the job front but also knowing he won't be back for another 2 years, creating a sense of urgency. Yet not only are both here until early January, but even when Mars leaves, he will return a few months later for a second chance. This makes it important to pace yourself while remaining excited about the potential this will create. Across the income, work, and career fronts. It is not just your professional year that has caught its second wind, but thanks to Mars you have reached the busiest months of the year. While the moon is moving away from its clash with Mars yesterday, it is still in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart where it is putting how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. With the sun not only in your romantic sector but with a growing resolve to make matters of the heart a priority, this couldn't be more important. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings a bit of cosmic unpredictability, as Venus in deep, passionate Scorpio faces off with Uranus retrograde in grounded Taurus. This opposition can stir up surprises and shakeups, so you might find yourself dealing with some unexpected twists. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems to veer off course, a wardrobe malfunction at just the wrong moment, or a sudden snag in your plans when you felt you were finally getting things together? That's the kind of energy in the air today. But remember, these curveballs often make life richer, showing us new perspectives and teaching us to laugh, adjust, and get creative when life throws a surprise our way. This sense of unpredictability could extend to your love life or close relationships. You might find yourself running into someone from your past or having a spontaneous conversation with a friend that takes an unexpected turn. Or maybe you're simply questioning whether your current relationship dynamics are truly fulfilling. These surprise moments, though sometimes unsettling, give us a chance to look within and reconnect with our deepest desires. Have you ever found yourself reflecting on a relationship only to discover an unspoken truth about what you need to feel happy and fulfilled? Today's energy nudges you to explore those questions, to check in with your heart, and consider what truly brings you joy and fulfillment in your connections. Financially, things could feel just as dynamic. Perhaps an unexpected expense pops up, or you stumble across a new way to earn or save money. Whether it's a small expense or a surprise opportunity, the key is to stay steady and grounded. Remember that today's highs and lows are fleeting, but your long-term goals are within reach if you keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Think about what financial security and abundance mean to you. Is there a small step you can take today to support that vision, whether it's building savings, planning a new budget, or exploring fresh income streams? These small steps forward can reinforce your goals and bring a sense of stability, even amidst a fluctuating day. Today also asks you to stay mindful of potential misunderstandings or minor disagreements. Sometimes, a tiny spark can turn into a bigger flame if we're not careful, especially when emotions are heightened. Have you ever been in a tie-in where a simple difference of opinion spiraled into a full-blown argument? That's the kind of energy we're working with today. If you feel the urge to stand your ground on something small, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and ask yourself if it's worth it. Sometimes, it's more empowering to step back, keep your calm, and focus on the broader goals you're working toward. Instead of getting pulled into any drama, try to channel today's energy into something positive and productive. Use this dynamic energy to fuel a project that excites you or even tackle tasks you've been putting off. Have you ever noticed how focusing your energy on something constructive can transform your day? Whether it's making progress on a work project, brainstorming a new idea, or treating yourself to some self-care, redirecting your focus to things that help you move forward can bring a sense of calm and accomplishment. By the end of the day, if you've handled today's challenges with patience and an open heart, you'll likely feel a renewed sense of calm and even pride. There's something incredibly empowering about choosing to face disruptions with grace, and it often leads to unexpected peace. Have you ever felt that surge of relief after consciously responding to a difficult situation with patience rather than frustration? Recognize that you're not alone in these challenges. Support is all around you, whether from friends, family, or even a small moment of self-acknowledgement. Today, choose the response that best preserves your inner peace, and remember, every thoughtful choice you make is bringing you closer to the life you're building.